As the automaton strikes out at Malice, Hopper senses his opening and delivers a devastating attack of twin psi blades, sundering its armor and exposing its vital components. Seeing his last defender at the brink of destruction, the Alchemist reacts, throwing a small crystal, glowing with sickly green energy. The crystal erupts in a deluge of green magic. Cryptus, Malice, Durden, and Randon are all suffused. Their eyes roll into the back of their heads as an internal struggle begins. The spell takes its toll, dealing each of them 40 points of psychic damage and leaving them able to see and hear the world around them, but are otherwise incapacitated until their next turn. Durden grits down, pushing through the spell's effects to shout,
"Call your dogs to stand down, or I will strike your works as I have the earth. You will watch all you have built burn before you die."
The Alchemist is shaken by this threat. He drops concentration. The green energy surrounding Malice and Cryptus fades. He begins to look around, desperation evident in his expression as he mutters to himself,
No, 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 not enough! Never enough! Must! Must!
A rune on the display case activates. It extends, engulfing Durden behind the warded glass. He grabs fistfuls of his own hair in a manic state of panic, his eyes wide, staring distantly in a clear state of delirium.
They would take them from us, just like her mother. No, she was never our mother. Loth.
He's unresponsive to your words. Whether sealed from them behind the glass or consumed by mania, it is impossible to tell.
It should have eaten. Yes, eaten them. Why not has it? The 8, 7 remain, never to be seen again. Players dance. The scene is set and all who know will soon forget. Yes, forget.
He pulls a vial from his jacket. It looks like the distilled essence of madness and despair in a phials of glistening, viscous fluid.
No, mustn't let you out. No, keep the secret. All of them. Do you promise? All right.
His gaze fixes upon you.
Pull the pin, swallow pride, and now you'll meet Mr. Hyde.
With a countenance that betrays no hint of humanity, he imbibes the elixir, and a grotesque metamorphosis begins. As the eldritch brew courses through his veins, a vile transmutation seizes him, contorting his sinewy form in a nightmarish ballet of agony and ecstasy. His visage contorts, his eyes bulge with a sickly radiance, and his very flesh seems to writhe and pulsate as though host to unseen horrors. The once sallow skin takes on a sickly pallor, veins black as onyx pulsating beneath the surface, while his frame distorts and swells, contorting into a shape both grotesque and abhorrent. His fingers elongate into gnarled claws, and his countenance twists into a rictus of malevolent glee as he revels in the unholy transformation. In the throes of this eldritch transfiguration, the Alchemist becomes a paragon of eldritch horror, a loathsome fusion of man and monster, a creature that defies the laws of nature and sanity. His very presence exudes an aura of abject terror, and his voice, when it issues forth from a maw filled with jagged fangs, resonates with a cacophony of eldritch whispers and maddening laughter. Thus, the Drow Alchemist becomes a living embodiment of cosmic horror, a blasphemous testament to the eldritch terrors that lurk beyond the veil of mortal comprehension. And in that unhallowed visage, one glimpses the abyssal truth that some transformations are not meant for mortal eyes to behold. The creature's eyes fall upon you, the otherworldly iridescence boring through the very essence of what you are, assessing curiously, hunting hungrily. Its voice rings out in your mind, every word backed by an eerie, almost painful song. His form seems to shift as he speaks, like heat distortion, but wrong on a fundamental level your mind recognizes but can't truly comprehend.
Quivering mortals, heed my whispered words that slither through the tendrils of your fragile minds like serpents coiled in the bosom of madness. You who dare trespass upon the threshold of the unknown, know that your feeble existence teeters upon the precipice of oblivion, for you stand in the presence of a horror that defies mortal ken. I am the Stygian maelstrom that rends the fabric of reality, the harbinger of entropy, and the emissary of the void that beckons with its siren call. Your world, with its paltry constructs of reason and order, is but a fleeting illusion, a mere ephemeral dream that shatters upon the jagged shores of the infinite abyss. Behold, the labyrinthine abyss within, where the fetid tendrils of madness writhe and twine, and where the aeons-old whispers of forbidden knowledge fester like a cancer in the marrow of creation. You, who cling to the flickering flame of sanity, shall find it extinguished in the yawning maw of the unfathomable. I am the eldritch terror that slumbers in the Stygian depths, the primordial fear that gnaws at the roots of your tenuous reality. Your minds are but playthings, marionettes dancing to the discordant symphony of cosmic entropy, and I, the harbinger of the void, shall revel in the exquisite torment of your fractured souls, quailed before the abhorrent majesty of my form. For I, the apotheosis of despair, the incarnation of the formless dread that lurks within the interstices of your mortal coil, your feeble strivings are but dust in the maw of eternity, and your futile resistance merely fuels the inexorable march of annihilation. Flee, if you dare, into the Stygian embrace of the abyss, for there is no sanctuary from the inescapable tendrils of madness that coil and constrict around your fragile sanity. Embrace the sweet oblivion that beckons, for in the end, all shall be swallowed by the yawning maw of the unnameable horror that lurks beyond the veil.
It grips the massive marble counter in front of him. You hear the deep cracks in the solid stone before you see them run from under his grip. He flings the entire counter, effortlessly, to shatter against the wards of the walls before taking a step forward. Roll.
The mouth of hell is open wide tonight!
For initiative.